My name is Eric Cruz. I was raised in the Florida Panhandle, so there was some contacts that I knew out there. They directed me to this church. It was during a time where I was having some challenges in my life. I had been out of church for a good 20 years. And I knew that I needed to get back in the Word of God and I needed to get back in the church. The preaching is really what stood out to me the most because of the doctrinal application that was strongly rooted in the Word of God. Not only that, but being able to take those doctrinal applications and apply them today. That for me is something that was very important, that stood out to me the most. When you're out of fellowship with God for a long time, and then you go back to a church and find that you still have use, that's very humbling and it's very helpful. And it lets me know that God still has a use for me. I've been used in several different capacities in regards to building the usher ministry, Master's Club, being a backup preacher, heading the discipleship ministry. All those things have definitely impacted me in several ways, but the one thing that stands out to me the most is the impact that it has on those people that I've affected. So my salvation testimony. So I was 7 years old. At one point, at a different church, I had gone in front after a teacher told me that asked me if I was saved. She told me to say a prayer, told me that I was saved. A couple months later, my dad confronted me and found that I wasn't actually saved. So he talked to me about the plan of salvation, explained to me as far as eternal punishment, what that meant, and it really scared me to death. So after realizing where I was going, I knew that I needed help. I needed God's blood through His Son. I accepted, believed, received that. I am a born-again Christian and a proud child of God. Favorite verse, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. So trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy path. That is the verse that my mom instilled in me. That is the verse that, as I was going through those things during that 20-year gap, and I would call her, it would be one of the first things that she would say. So very impactful verse for me. That's something that I've also passed down to my daughter, and I've also shared that with my wife. I would definitely tell somebody who's stuck in their relationship with God, get back in the Word of God. If you need help, find a good local church, and I think that this church can definitely do it for you.